Good morning, how are you? Well, in our class of today, we're going to have some specific activities. And first of all, we're going to listen a conversation in order to see some of the differences between American and British English. In the second part, you're gonna practice, give some directions, and also you're going to try to understand that direction from the conversation. And finally, we're going to focus on the grammar part of identifying question words. First of all, please let me ask you, has anyone ever asked for directions in English? Or have you been asked by an English speaking person for directions here in Mexico? Okay, well, we're going to hear this conversation between two women who are interacting on the street, and let's focus on one specific part of the dialogue first. It says, where are these women? Where are they? Are they in the house? Are they in a hotel? Where are they? And what is the relationship between them? Are they friends or just acquaintances? Are they family? And finally, we're going to focus on what are they talking about. So please, you can follow the conversation on your book on page 8. And let's listen.
Module 1. Cultures and Customs.
1A. Listening and reading. B. Look at the picture and guess. Then listen to the dialogue and check your answers.
Excuse me, could you help me?
Sure. You're not from around here, are you?
No, I'm from the States.
I thought so. I could tell by your accent. Are you enjoying London?
Yes, it's awesome. I went to Buckingham Palace yesterday.
Really? How did you find it?
With a map?
No, sorry. I mean, how was it? Did you enjoy it?
I sure did.
So, what can I do to help?
Could you tell me where Abbey Road is?
Ah, are you looking for the zebra crossing?
The zebra doing what?
I mean the pedestrian crossing, the famous one from the Beatles album cover.
No, actually, I'm looking for an old friend's apartment. She lives there.
Well, it's only a 5-minute walk from here. Go down here and turn right at the station. Then take the second turning on your right. That's Abbey Road.
Thanks. Just one more thing. Can you tell me what this means? She said she lived at A.T., Abbey Road. What's that?
A.T.? Who wrote that?
I did. My friend told me on the phone, but I didn't have time to ask.
Ah, I know. It's 80 Abbey Road.
I don't get it.
The number 80.
Oh, 80. We speak the same language, but sometimes it's hard to figure out what you're saying.
Okay, so after hearing this conversation, the questions were, what are these women? Good, they are on the street in London. Good. And what is the relationship between them? Great. You are correct. They are not friends, they are strangers. One is asking the help of the other. And finally, what are they talking about? Yes, good. One is trying to get somewhere and ask for the help of this other person. So, who is the one that's trying to find the location? Chelsea. Good. And which one is the local person? Rosie. Perfect. Have you ever met somebody that is from the UK or only from the United States? Have you noticed the difference in their accent? Great. Yes, it's kind of different. The pronunciation also with the same number. The American did not understand because of the sound of the T. Yes, you are right. Now, let's focus on some of the differences that they find in this conversation. The first one would be the one that says zebra crossing. Do you understand what zebra crossing is? Yes? Well, Chelsea did not understand that because for them it's called, yes, pedestrian crossing. Very good. Now, what is the other difference? Yes, the pronunciation on the number. Very good. Now, if you look to your other page, we have some differences in vocabulary from the American and British vocabulary. We have now here's some differences in our. So we have faucet, we have elevator, the fall, gas, check, trash, fence, apartment, vacation, and cell phone. This is American common vocabulary. Good. Now on your page 9, you have an exercise where you have to replace the words that are in the American English to the British English. Now let's focus on the part of the conversation where Chelsea is asking for directions. You can see here in the conversation that Rosie gives her specific instructions. It says, well, it's only a 5-minute walk from here. It says, go down here and turn right at the station. Then take the second turning on your right, that's Abbey Road. Now, if they are by the station, let's assume they are around here, Chelsea and Rosie. Now please read again individually and tell me where in the map, this is only a representation, you have the map in your book, where Abbey Road is located. Where Abbey Road is located. Okay, let's have a minute to think about it. You can read again the instructions. Don't forget that they are here. Here is the station. That's the location that we have as a reference, and the instruction from the book. It says, go down here and turn right on the station. So go down here and turn right on the station. Right, remember right. Then it says, take the second turning to your right. So this will be the first, this will be the second to the right. Now Abbey Road is all these street. Now, what is she looking for? The famous Beatles place? No, right? She's looking for a specific address that's 80 Abbey Road. Good, now let's make an exercise. Imagine all that we are in London. This is our map, okay? And you are going to ask references to get to different places. Let's work in teams. Let's make teams. That was an excellent conversation practice. Now, let's move on to the third objective of our class, which is a review of the question words. Now, instead of making questions, which is what we usually do, we're gonna infer the answer from the questions from the given answers that we have. Now, let's remember, when we have the question what, we are being asked about an object. When we have the question whom, we are being asked about the person. When we have the question how many, we're being asked about giving a number. The question word where refers to a place, and the question word when refers to a time when something happened. There are many more questions that you know, but today we're only going to focus on this. Okay, so if I am giving these sentences, of course that there are many questions that can be asked, but the key word has been underlined in my board and it's involved in your books. Now let's see, the first one says, Jane is going to the movies. What is this? A person, an object, a person, a number, a place, or time. Let's think for a minute. That's perfect. Less than a minute. Okay, now. So do you know what the question is? Great, yes. So if we're being asked about a person, then we're going to use the question who. Now we need to identify the verb. Who. Now remember that when we are using who to ask about the person, we do not need auxiliaries. And of course when it's the verb to be, we never need an auxiliary. An extra auxiliary, we have it in the verb. Who is going to the movies? Okay, great. Now using that as an example, please continue answering the questions in your book. Thanks for your participation. Well, yes, you are correct. After checking the correct the given sentences, we can conclude that these are the questions that were being asked in the respective, well, in each case, yes. Now, in order to continue with the class, we need to make themes. Now, in these themes, you are going to make each other questions and answers, and it's important that in the theme you have contributions, because the most important here is that you always forget about the auxiliaries. And remember, in English, the auxiliaries are very important. So if you see that your classmate is making an incorrect use of the auxiliaries or of the question word, you have to help each other. Help each other means explaining. Of course, if you need anything, you can always ask me. Please raise your hands.